Hello and welcome to What's Your Story? I'm your host, Dr. Lieselette Schuster, here in Evanston at the Tibetan Community Center with Sharab Gyasu. So, Sharab, is that how you say it?
Yes, correct.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with this community center.
Tibetan Alliance of Chicago is a non-profit organization looking for the care of Tibetans in the Midwest and also representing, if you will, Tibetan government in exile in the Midwest. So we have this organization coming to Evanston early this year. Before that, we were in Chicago. And
so how many people actually immigrated from Tibet to Chicago? How many people are here?
We have around 250 to 300 people here in Chicago. And before that, we used to have even more, but then people moved out to different states.
Mm-hmm. So originally, did people come from Tibet only to Chicago, or they came to all different places in the United States?
I have to go back a little bit. In early 1990s, United States government decided to give visa to 1,000 Tibetans in India to come to United States. So 1,000 families eventually moved to the United States, and they were placed in 16 different cluster areas, and Chicago happened to be one of the cluster areas.
And so here, this is a community center that you teach children. What other kind of classes or social events do you have for the Tibetan community?
Almost every weekend we have events, some kind of events. We celebrate every Tibetan festivals on the calendars. We have weekend classes. We have music classes for children where the musicians teach dancings and songs. Mm-hmm. And then we also organize some movie shows for children, the news about Tibet, news about what's happening in India. Dalai Lama's visit all over the world, etc. So every weekend there is some kind of activity going on that keeps the community together.
Sure. And now we are here at the Tibet Alive Fest. Tell us a little bit more about what this fest is for.
Tibet Alive Festival is a very important festival in the sense that we are organizing this festival for the first time in our own community center. Before, we had rented a space in Chicago area, and we could do very little because the space is so congested. Now we have a big enough space, so we are organizing this Tibet Alive Fest for the first time. And it's very special. It's special in the sense that we are able to show many aspects of the Tibetan culture. We would like to show what Tibet looked like in olden days before the Chinese invasion. We would like to how the Tibetans came into exile, how they first landed into India, what conditions were there. We have a whole batch of pictures. And then we have arts and artifacts section. We have Tibetan dresses. We have Tibetan doctors coming for consultations. They can give consultation. Then we have a section that shows Tibetan altar and sand paintings, etc. So this is unique in many ways.
Mm-hmm. And tell us, you do have in your Tibetan Community Center a spiritual place that you go to. Tell us a little bit about that and what your spiritual beliefs are as a Tibetan.
As a Tibetan, I believe that your actions generate the results that you want. And we always keep a bright side. We have a vision that one day we will return back to a free Tibet. We will liberate our country. Then we will reconstruct it based on our principle of kindness, compassion, freedom, and lots of things.
Well, Sherab Gyatso, thank you so much for all the wonderful information that you've given to me about Tibet. And as they say in Tibet, and I forgot how do you say it?
Tashidele,
Tashidele. That must mean goodbye.
goodbye and good luck.
Goodbye and good luck. And until next time, I'm your host, Dr. Liesletta Schuster, for What's Your Story?